Welcome to the FX Options Weekly Outlook, a weekly podcast series hosted by Jason Ayres, a top instructor, trader, and founder of OptionSource.net. Join Jason as he discusses the latest trends in the Forex market with a look ahead on the US dollar versus the major currencies using the most commonly used technical indicators.
Well, hi there and welcome to the ISC FX Options Weekly Outlook for September 13th, 2010. As always, this is Jason Ayres of OptionSource.net. Let's take a quick look at a weekly chart of the US dollar index. This is a great way to gain perspective as to how the US dollar has been trading against a basket of currencies. Now, the dollar index continues to consolidate above 82, but has yet to commit to another leg higher. Further US dollar strength should test the 84-85 box. The daily chart reflects the consolidation that has been taking place and the key role that 82.5 has played as support. Next up, the U.S. versus the Canadian dollar is seen here in the ISC FX Options Pair Value CDD. Now, the CDD is testing the upper range of the 102-103 support level. A break below 102 opens the window for another test of 100, which would be a par U.S. Canadian dollar. A bounce here should suggest a yield towards another test of the 106-107 focal zone. Let's take a look at the YUK, the U.S. versus the Japanese yen. Well, the U.S. dollar continues to slip lower against the yen. The pair appears to be finding support at 83.5. However, failure here opens the window for another leg lower. Now, we do need to see a break above 84.5 to commit to trading a bounce higher, recognizing that there is a resistance level at the 85.86 box. The trend in force remains to the downside. Next up, the EUI, the U.S. versus the Euro. Well, the EUI spent last week consolidating within the 78-79 focal zone. A break above 79 opens the window for a push towards 80-81. Well, the BPX, the U.S. versus the Great British Pound, seems to be still finding support above the 64.5 focal zone. Now, a break above 65 opens the window for a push towards that 66.5 box. Well, the U.S. dollar lost significant ground against the Australian dollar as seen here in the ISC FX Options Pair Value AUX. Now, although we may see retracement back into the 109-110 box, the pair needs to find support back in this zone to lend credibility to a tradable reversal to the upside. A continuation lower is likely to slip down to test support within that 106-107 focal zone. Let's take a look at a few of our key points. First of all, the U.S. dollar index has spent much of the last months consolidating between 82 and 83. Until we see a decisive break above a key resistance or below a key support, the U.S. dollar remains range-bound. The CDD continues to consolidate and is now testing the bottom end of the range. Support above 102 should open the window for a bounce towards 106-107. The YUK continues to slide lower, respecting the downtrend that has been in force for quite some time. It appears as though there may be some support forming at 83.5. However, we need to see a break above 84.5 to lend credibility to a tradable bounce. Now, the EUI bounced off of a support level at 77 and now attempts to push higher. A break and a close above 79 should yield a move into the 80-81 box. The BPX held support at 63 and finished last week strong. A break above 65 opens the window for a continuation higher. The AUX broke below a key support level and now appears to be on the way to test 106. The pair needs to break back into the 109-110 focal zone and hold there as support for a tradable reversal to the upside to be considered. And this has been your ISC FX Options Weekly Outlook for September 13th, 2010. As always, this is Jason Ayres of OptionSource.net. Thanks for joining me here this week. We'll see you here next week.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For trading ideas, exchange rates, webinars, news, and commentary, visit www.fxoptions.com. Become an OptionSource.net member. Visit www.optionsource.net. ISE FX options can be easily traded through all options-enabled brokerage accounts. These exchange-listed securities are cash-settled in U.S. dollars and have a European-style exercise.